Well, I think one of the things we have to do away with, that this country has been so, it's been entrenched in the way we do business, or the way we do work, is we have the manager, and the manager is the person that says, do it my way. I understand that. But once you get past that, then the manager becomes a bully. You have to do it my way, and start harassing employees. I think that's where you have a problem, and conflict resolution can actually come in and also teach them how they should approach their employees to make a more productive situation.
Any thoughts about that, Lisa?
I definitely think in the business arena, and even within our school systems, we have great K-12 guidance programs, and we also have, school counseling programs. And then with our college students here, we use those skills so much, and we don't even know that we're using them. We're going through our daily life, and we're navigating and negotiating through things. So I definitely think that for new professionals and for capstone courses within the college arena, I know that all of our majors have capstone courses, but really implementing a conflict resolution curriculum across the board might help the new professionals going into the working force navigate those situations with their superiors, and even if they're managing staffs as young professionals, and how to actually handle conflicts that might arise within their first given or chosen profession.
Cynthia?
Yeah, I mean, I think, in this society, we think of leaders as people who are the ones who are out front, kind of making decisions and kind of leading the charges. I know it's, kind of based on this, the iconic pioneer, the cowboy who's kind of, striking out and kind of, and brings the rest of the flock forward, the kind of the independent decision maker, and that's fine for some instances, but as Carl said, I mean, I think once organizations mature, once you don't need the explorer, the pioneer anymore. Then you need people who are consensus builders, who are good listeners, and then the system has to accept that once the decision makers hear from their charges, and there's discussion, that ultimately there has to be a decision at some point, and whether it's a consensus decision or it's left up to the sole decision maker, whether it's the manager or the CEO who makes the decision, and it has to be that way, it has to be accepted. But it's but I think within that within a system, there's so much room for communication. There's so much room for listening, for self-determination, for self-management, for conflict, for creating systems that reduce the possibilities of conflict or reduce the likelihood of miscommunication. And then when there is misunderstanding or miscommunication, you need systems to deal with that. Obviously, I think we're investigators, conflict resolution professionals. My framework is mediation in the court system. And I think it's a great process for bringing people together who are in crisis, who are having a disagreement.